Hello there, I'm Kris Ripper, and welcome to my blog tour for my book As La Vista Turns. This is the fifth book in the Queers of La Vista series. It's the last book, and I hope that it basically brings together everything and everyone and every story and every theme from all the other books and is the most gratifying fifth and final book ever. That's doable, right? In any event, to celebrate As La Vista Turns' release, I'd like to talk a little bit about queer generations. I played with this throughout the series, but As La Vista Turns is really the book where I kind of more intentionally brought together sort of three generations of queer people in different contexts and with different dynamics. So there's the younger generation, mostly represented by Marin, who readers of The Witch and the Beautiful will remember. And then there's sort of the main sort of middle group represented by Zane and Mildred and Emerson and Obi and pretty much all of the main characters through the rest of the books, with a slight hesitation on Keith and Josh, who fall in the middle. And then there's the older generation, who I have represented with a character called Dennis. And he's mentioned in other books, and I think we might actually meet him once or twice before we get to As La Vista Turns. But he's the older generation. He is the generation who survived the 80s, and is now just kind of considered the community elder in a sense. And also Freddie. Freddie is of his generation, and we of course love Freddie. I could write so many short stories about Freddie. But I wanted to make a point of saying that because I don't know that people who sort of read these books from the outside of my community will see it necessarily and be aware of it. And it's a very, like any community, there are generational differences. There's language differences and cultural differences and basic understandings of sort of acceptable behavior differences. And all of that comes into play in these books and in my life, I suppose you could say. So yes, there is a little tidbit about As La Vista Turns and the wider series, The Queers of La Vista. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy the rest of the blog tour. Thanks so much for stopping by.